Hello, good morning. Welcome along everyone, nice to see you. Hope you are all doing well. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I was distracted watching the Man City Man United highlights. Good game, looked like a great game. Great result for a Man United fan, that's for sure. To rub that in to my son, who's a City supporter, a little bit later on. But welcome along everyone, nice to have you all here. Hamish, I see you up there. Hello, good morning, afternoon and evening to you. Yoren, how are you buddy? Nice to see you. Chinook's here. Nick, welcome along man, nice to have you here. Brooke, how are you? Trio Gaming, howdy. Charlie, I did see you there as well. Trio Gaming, have just said hello to you twice. Lambert, how are you? Mark Haythornthwaite, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you all here. Welcome back to Chilliwack. I'll get that right. Francesco, good morning, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you all here. And yes, like I said, welcome back to Chilliwack. And our fresh farm build, where I've had to tidy up. We've skipped forward a couple of months from where we were last time. So we've tidied up all the equipment and we've got a couple of soybean fields to have a go at. So we'll go and check those out. In fact, let's show them to you on the map here. Where are we? We're down here. So we've got one over the road, 135 that's good to go, and 195 down there. So I'm going to take the demo combine all the way down to the other field, seeing everything's on the truck there. So the dealer must have watched my video earlier on saying we were thinking about having to replace the New Holland, and they sent that over. It's second hand, obviously. It's a 2015 model, not brand new, but and also not the biggest in the range, but it's a fresh out mod, so I had to give it a go. I noticed there's no headers for it, or no class branded yellow headers for it yet, so hopefully Sid's going to do those, or someone will come through with something for that. But like I said, we've got everything stacked away. There's our current combine. We'll get that out and have a go with that as well. For now, actually we need to get a tractor because we need a grain cart, and we need to get a truck because we need a trailer over there too. So lots of planning, lots of things. Looking forward to jumping on the server. You're an awesome man. Hey everyone, can I just say, for those of you who've been playing on the West Aussie server, I've been blown away with its with what you've been doing on it, with the way you've all jumped in, and it's just really cool. You know, it's awesome to log in or jump on Discord and see 5 or 6 or more people on the server at one time. It's very cool. So hopefully that will continue. We'll be able to get a bit of a trend going and have everyone on there for an extended period. So I'm looking forward to getting back and streaming on that later in the week, and we might even try and do a Sunday morning stream on it one day too. So those of you who can't stream and join on the weekends can, on the midweek one, can join on the weekends. Hey Scorp, how are you mate? Good to see you. Black Book as well, hello. Welcome along gentlemen. Got the day off today, Scorp. No farmers market. That's nice. Good for you. Need some barbecue. Of course you do. No Scorp commercials today. He started out with one. Good old Nightbot. I'm sure there will be at some stage. Right. Let's jump in here. So we've got, this is obviously Northwest Mods and Edits, Kenworth. Beautiful truck. I know we were hopping in the passenger side though. Probably because I thought if I stood there we'd end up in the back of the pickup. But there we are. Just double check that that's strapped down. I quite like this low loader too, by the way. This is just one off the mod hub. It's got steering rear axles. It's actually quite manoeuvrable. Oh, now, before we do move on, I was going to show you, we got all our silage fermented too, because we've skipped forward, we were able to empty that last little bit out. So we've already got 75,000 litres of maize silage, and you can see there we've got 706,000 still to process. So that's good. We're going to have a huge amount out of that, which I'm probably going to need because of the Maize Plus. You missed me. Ah, pleased to hear that, Scorp. Right, so look at how manoeuvrable that trailer is. That's awesome. That field in front of us over the road there, that is the one that we have to do, as well as the one we're going to go find. That's a hugely manoeuvrable trailer. That's very nice. Now I don't have an auto drive course that carries on down to this field yet, so we're going to have a look at setting that up too, but we might do that in pickup rather than in the truck here. So here we go. Pleased and very excited to see the response that my map tour of, or my cinematic map preview of the Oaks has had too, by the way. It's been very cool to see the reception for it. So let's just have a look. So we don't have a course heading to the right, we've got one coming from the right side, so we're going to have to add that in. And I'm pretty sure, gonna check here, yeah, we do turn right and come all the way down here. This is a field we haven't really been in yet, or a part of the farm and map we haven't been to, so nice to get over here and have a look at it. Farmer Ed, how are you, mate? Good morning. Nice to see you. You like the steering axles? Dad used to design and build them, all the hydraulic systems. Yeah, it's cool. I always get blown away with the big truck or big trailers that they use in the US with the multiple axles. I think I saw someone who's making a tanker trailer at the moment that had like 5 live axles and 3 what do you call them? I can't remember the name for the axles when you can raise and lower them. It was an 8 axle trailer. It's just nuts. I know why, it's just spread the load and being able to carry more per axle and that sort of thing, but never ever see anything like that in our part of the world. This would be almost the biggest sort of trailer you'd see, apart from anything specialist. You won't be disappointed staying at Argsy's cheap farm. Nice, Hamish, I like that one. Hey Martin, how are you? Good morning. Welcome along. Oh, because I missed Scorp's one. Do you like to be warm at night, enjoy good cuddles and go to Argsy's sheep farm where you will get a good fleecing? Oh. And that's why we put the oh, we still got a collision. Oh, that's on the trailer, isn't it? The trailer's trying to swing around, taking out all the utilities. Only moved a little bit. Alright, let's try again. There we go, that's better. Should have the lights on. A bit late now. Tag axle, thank you. Thank you, Farmer Ed. There you go, you can just start to see the field coming into play now. And I'm wondering about this, whether this might be another one of the farms we might sell, recover a little bit of debt, and get back to consolidating our farm back where we are. But it's yeah, it's interesting shape. It's not actually one you'd want to use on Courseplay with that narrow little throat just there. So we'll get this unloaded, then we'll go back and get the pickup with the header. And then we'll have to get a grain cart and probably a truck down here. It's soybeans, so I'm probably not going to need the whole truck and trailer, but we said that last time with the wheat and got caught out. This is Sid Modding's new Lexians, so obviously that's the main reason I wanted to get in here and have a play with these. There we are. I'll just park that up there, but all very nice. So we've just gone for the standard hopper. Nice little animation there, Dave. I must say those stairs flicked out very fast. But nicely detailed. Nice looking combine. The CB radio in there. I don't know what's on an EU channel. I've gone for the US spec one as well. Nice 22 degrees. Nice and warm. Probably need that in October in Canada, do you? Just about. Right. Turn that off. Might as well turn that off. It can stay here. Right. Let's go and find where our pickup is. There it is. And as we're driving down with this, we'll try and do an auto drive course to get to the field, hopefully without any issues with the header on the back. Hey T-Shug, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, whatever it is where you are. Oh, and there goes my tippy honeybee headers. This is the 11-foot header. It's not quite the biggest of the headers, but I was looking at what the combinations and what the horsepower is, so I'm hoping that the combine's got the power to handle this actually. I'm not too sure. We will find out though. Right, let's just jump in here. Now I want to start off on that one. Back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start back on this one here. What are we hitting? Oh, there's the vehicle behind us, isn't there? Pesky local. Don't want me backing up any further. Or else they hadn't started honking at me yet. Right. Oh, it did start all the way back there. Okay, we won't do this with the trailer on then, because that is going to not work. It's going to want to do it from all the way back there. Alright, we'll come back and do this. In fact, we might not even need an engine auto drive. We'll just get everything down there and get started, and then we'll see how we go. Low load of work you did in the UK, you turn in much sooner than you would with a fixed axle to avoid the tail smashing into everything. That would make sense. It would take a while to get used to as a truck driver, wouldn't it? And then you'd have to be mindful if you changed trailers and had a trailer with a non-steering axle, you'd have to be driving the opposite. Helps with a shorter nose track there, that makes sense too. 31 watching, 15 likes, thank you Scott for the little reminder, I'm sure everyone will get there. Hey Nismo, morning mate. How are you? Nice to have you all here this morning. Alright. Still really enjoying this map. It's got such a nice little vibe to it. Right. Yeah. Easy. Easy done. But they are... It's a Farmson Briscoe's map, the Oaks, is it's a beautiful looking map too, I must admit. Had a lot of fun putting together that map tour and map preview. So after this stream I'll have my full map video going live, and then if I see FSG's, well, no, FSG's going to be streaming on it a little bit later on too. So you can get triple dose of the Oaks, and also pretty sure it's being uploaded as we speak, and probably not too far away from being available to download. Alright, let's see about getting this lined up. There we go. Drop off the cart at the other end. Beautiful. Oh, there's traffic on that road. Didn't realise that. Alright, let's see about moving... unfold the header. See how we go. Hamiram, welcome along. Good to have you here. Lucas, he uploaded about 2 hours ago now, so is it downloadable? Very cool. yeah, get in there and download it and have a look. It's a beautiful looking map for a first up map maker and everything like that. It's very cool. Alright, well, we're pushing this header, no problems. I think we probably have power left over to do this. Walk in the park. So we'll get around the headlands a couple of times, and that'll probably just leave us this main bit of the field down the back here to do. Good. So we'll get a full hopper and then we'll go worry about trying to find a grain cart and everything like that. Get the truck down here. Maybe I'll just bring the truck down and won't worry about the grain cart. We'll see. Well, there you go. Already downloadable. That's probably what everyone's doing. Is the combine quite loud for you guys? I feel it's quite a loud combine. Contact Briscoe. Yeah, he's in FSG's Discord, mate. Jump into the... he's been chatting in just the main lobby. The easiest way. Big Sky Farms, good morning, welcome along, buddy. Nice to see you. You got 2 more weeks to go for Brisbane Nismo. Choice. Is that a holiday or are you moving? Can't remember if you've said or not. That's not bad actually. 30% full hopper already around here. I know it's not a big hopper, but I'll take that. It was about 12,500 litres or something. So this is our money maker, these soybeans and all these fields that we started off with. Hopefully going to prove lucrative for us and help us finish setting the farm up properly. Cool urine. Hope your mini-me goes to goes to sleep nice and easy. Now, before anyone asks, with the screenshot competition, obviously we've closed the entries off on that. I'm just trying to find time to pin Mrs. Argsy down and get her to go through and judge it. We're going to try and... she actually volunteered to do a little video on it, so try and pin her down and we'll go through the comments and her feedback on everyone's screenshots. It's quite interesting just showing you some of them and what she picked up on and what she liked and didn't like, what caught her eye. Yeah, it's quite interesting. But some very cool screenshots. I was super impressed with everyone, that all the entries that came in. It's cool. Holiday, taking your family out. Choice. It'll be fun. Good times. No, Brooke, you're not down in no. I'm in Nismo. Chinooks, obviously Kiwi as well. Not sure if we've got any others in at the moment, but it's only 7:20 here on a Sunday morning, so there's probably a few who are enjoying a sleep in. Alright, so 55% on our first headland. It's quite a big headland. It's going to be quite a bit of the field going into the up into the hopper just out of the headland passes because of the size of it. But not a bad start. was saying before about the multiplayer server, if anyone's interested in joining and not already part of the Discord, make sure you go and get on there and download the mods and things like that and get involved. West Aussie 16X, the challenge has been accepted by everyone who's playing, which is to have 10 million litres of pretty much every crop stored in the bins. So I think we've already got 10 million litres of straw, well on the way with wheat. There's over 5 million litres of wheat, I think, at last check. But there's a lot of crops that need to be harvested and planted and recycled before that target's going to get hit. So if you're looking for a server that's had a lot of people playing on it for the last week, go and check out. Your mum's first time getting out of the country. That's right, I think you told me that last time. That's cool. It's amazing. Oh, does that include... No, we didn't do grapes and olives. Very cool, Mark. It didn't include those. And it doesn't include wood. I didn't necessarily include potatoes and sugar beets, but I've given it as a bit of a stretch goal for them. Because the grain harvest and things like that seem to be going a little bit smoothly. Just been on a holiday to Marakai for 3 days and a really bad sunburn. Well, you are very... One, use sunscreen, so I'm going to tell you off for getting sunburnt, Brock. But two, you're very fortunate to have been on a holiday and managed to get sunburnt because the sun's been hiding. There he is. It is the elusive farm sim guy. How are you, buddy? Good morning. Or good afternoon, as the case may be. Well, actually evening, isn't it? Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. I was just saying earlier that you'll be streaming not long after we finish on the Oaks. I'll have my boy at swimming lessons, so I'll take my AirPods and we'll listen along, see what you've got to say. Look at that. Almost a full hopper off the first lap of the field. Just waiting on... You mean you're just cooking dinner? Just getting it ready? I mean, grapes and olives could be the ultimate stretch goal though, couldn't it, Mark? What do you reckon, Chinook? You want to add that into the list? Mrs. FSG on the tools tonight. Oh. Not the stream later, the cooking. Yeah, stick to what you're good at, you reckon? Hey Braden, how are you? Nice to see you, mate. Long time no chat. Oh look, we're not going to get this last little bit cut out here. There we are, full hopper. Oh gosh, we've only just got the long enough. I'm glad I went for the long auger on this. Alright. Good job. So, let's go and find a truck to unload that. I think we will just bring the truck straight over. Won't worry about the grain cart. That bird just flew into me. So, let's just use some magic teleportation and find the truck. Did I tab past it? There it is. You have to use the shitty greenhouses. You would. Oh, to do all the production, lettuces and all those kind of things. That'd be the ultimate stretch goals, wouldn't it? Am I going for a swim also? No. So there's swimming lessons for them, so I'll keep my feet dry. Cooking was that? Oh, come on, Nick. So we've already filled one hopper, which is 12. Now these are 30,000 litre trailers, so I think I'm going to take them both over. this one not touching the ground, or has it got a tag axle on the back one? Seems to not be touching the ground. Maybe it does. Get that out later. And John Senior, evening guys, been playing on this today. Nice. Welcome along, John. Nice to have you here. I was very happy with how this farm build came out too. I was going to plant a few trees along the side of the drive and things like that, but I need to add the add more trees mod, because Chumpy Farmer managed to use every tree available building the map, which is not surprising on a 4X, but right, let's get on down here. Check things out. Hey, Wireless Steve, morning mate. How you doing? Nice to have you here. Another Kiwi in chat. Did you manage to sort out your issues with the game at all? Have any contact with Giants? And good morning to the kids. Are they both eagerly glued? Is that why you're up this early? Did you get dragged out of bed to put the stream on TV? If so, good morning to you both. Cookling is cooking. In New Zealand. We're not going to get talking about slang words and those kind of things, because we went down that slippery path last week with thongs and all of those kind of crazy conversations. So we're going to steer clear of that this week, Chinook. Thank you. We went with a big AGI bin complex. Nice choice. Is that the river bottom custom ones, John? Certainly if you were doing a lot of grain farming and arable work, well, we're going to take out the stop sign, yep. That would be a good selection. I'm going to be intrigued to see how many thousands of litres of soybeans we get off all these fields. Oh, you think when you got dropped out, I thought it was some... Ah, there we go. That makes sense. So you got disconnected and the game, for some reason, thought you weren't actually disconnected. Alright, we'll park up here because obviously we're going to need the truck down the back half of the field for most of it. So there we go. Hoppers open, or tarps open on both. Go and get them unloaded. I've always been, I had always been nervous, Steve, about sending, when I've done giveaways, sending out the same game code to more than one person. I'm normally very particular about making sure it didn't happen. Alright, there we go. Beans going in. It's Kikarino, how are you, buddy? Great to see you, mate. Great to see you. Hope you are well. You're back and doing some hard yards with Chinook. Nice. Good, good, good. With the victory, FSG with the victory last night, or this morning, or this afternoon for you guys, would that put Man United above Newcastle now on the table? I haven't actually looked at the permutations of that. Doing good, thanks. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. When I get a migraine, which I had on Wednesday, those who didn't know, I was all set up to stream, had everything to go, and it just hit me. Normally a good sleep, and I ended up getting 11 hours compared to my normal 6 or something like that, and felt much better after it. It's good. 3 points above, but you play tomorrow. I was quite surprised when I actually logged in and saw the results. Even my stream was even late starting FSG because I was watching the highlights video on the Man U YouTube channel. Alright, that's that little chunk done. Just put these 500 litres in here and 600 litres in here on the way past. I should have a look actually. Oh, I was going to say that's getting close. No one saw that. Questionable offside for the goal. Which one? The second one or the first one? You hate having headaches. Yeah. Yeah. I wear glasses. I'm pretty good at wearing glasses when I'm at home. But when I'm at work, I'm terrible at wearing them. I only wear them when I'm on the computer. And as Mrs. Argsy pointed out, I'd had 2.5 weeks of very limited screen time and then went back to working full time. And wasn't wearing my glasses at work, so I put it down to getting some eye strain or something like that, but still haven't figured out. The Rashford, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was, I thought that was a bit of a home ground decision when I saw the replay of that one. I don't know why he ran to the ball. If he'd just stayed where he was, like, he was clearly offside. Wouldn't have changed anything, but yeah. Balance out there too, that's right. Awesome looking farm you got going here. I'm really enjoying this one actually. Kegs, setting things up. The farm build was a lot of fun and turned out very well. I did realise I haven't put a fuel tank in though, so we're going to have to go and put that in. And then I've obviously still got all the feedlot and everything that I'm going to build. And I was just saying before, I think we might sell up this bit of land, take the crop off it, and then get rid of it. Move the animals. Because we've got all that debt, we ended up with 700k of debt from building the farmyard, so I don't know, I might wait and see once we've got all these beans and everything into the silo what the potential income for the farmers, because it could be the soybeans pay off that debt and then we don't have to worry about it. We'll see. Right, let's set up a little GPS guide along this side. And I was actually going to bring up the map just to see what our yield was like too. Bear in mind these are inherited fields, so I haven't done anything on them. Yep, looking good. Is this live? It is very much alive and kicking. Yos, how are you, man? Good to see you, good to see you. We wear them all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to avoid, John. What harvest is this? This is Sid Modding's new, newly released Lexian pack kegs. This is the 2015 620 I think I went with in the end. It's a demo from the dealership. Second hand, it's a used one, so. But they are CL, there we go, 600, 700 series, so yeah, that's the one we've got there. But nice looking mods. Keen to get in and give this big boy a go at some stage. Your brain could use a kickstart. Caffeine. Kickstarts anything. Alright, just turn some lines on here and see. We are going to get a little overlap on the outside. We'll save that for later. Yep. You have to scorpify those combines today and mess with them on West Aussie. Yeah, for sure. You should jump on our server, Kegs. Have you played any multiplayer before? We've got a goal of 10 million litres of every, well, most of the crops, as Mark pointed out before. We're not going to do grapes and olives. For some reason I read Scorp's comment as being a Keeg's comment. There we go. Yeah, try and get on. You in Discord? You join our Discord server. Exclamation mark Discord. Not sure if you have or not. I tried it and unloaded okay for 3 goes and refused to unload. Is that right? Well, that'll be interesting. We'll have to wait and see what happens after our 3rd unload. We've technically done 2. Don't know why it would refuse to unload. Very strange. 52 were watching, 28 likes. Cheers, Nick. Appreciate that, buddy. As always, if you do enjoy what I do, make sure you do hit that thumbs up button. Double check you've got that subscribe button ticked as well. And notifications help too, so you know when I go live or when a new video comes out. Alright, let's go back down. Where are we going to go? Where's our course? Let's try and find a GPS. We'll go down this line. Cut through the field, I think. See where we end up. Good morning from New Zealand to you, Dazed. Hope you are doing well. Good evening for you, your time. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Might have a mod clash in your 2,500 mods. Good chance for that, John. Good chance for that. 2,500, crikey. You need to get the Farm Sim game mod assistant. Super, super helpful. I'm not even, I need to spend some time and use its full power with doing the checks and all those kind of things, but if you haven't seen it, go and check out the video I did a month or 2 ago on it. Go have a look. Very handy. Actually, one thing to point out for anyone who's on the mod assistant, there was a little error with the auto update from version 1.6 and it wasn't auto updating, so if you're stuck on 1.6, go and download the installer from GitHub again and rerun it. You good, been modding. I did see your message, Dazed. Certainly be keen to have a look at it. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing well. Survived my first week back in the office. Look at those yields. We haven't done anything to this field. I suppose that's the benefit of soybeans on a as a first crop in a field that you inherit, because apart from, I guess, ploughing and lime, they don't need pH, and weeds, of course. This one had, you can see the weeds are dead, so it came with pre-killed weeds. So yeah, it's one of the benefits of soybeans, I suppose. You don't lose out too much on yield potential. It's just looking nice and green. Don't know if we'll carry that on across the rest of the map. What soil type are we in here? Loam. Oh, we've got a whole lot of loam. That field there's going to be a good one. These ones here on the silty clay. Orange, so yeah, not the best, not the worst though. Oh, are we going to get to the end? Are we going to get to the end? 3, 2. Did it leave? Is that a weed? I'm going to claim that as... Oh no. Come on, Farm Sim, I'd squeeze those in, honest. funny. Alright, spin that around. We'll go and bring the truck over here. I like how the class shield spins out with the arm on that. Very cool. Back to the wife's reading stories and singing to Mini-Me. Leaves me with time to start upstream of Farm Sim. Nice. Go happy life, happy wife, happy life. Wrong side of the truck. Oops. And climbing over the bonnet. I must have a bit more capacity in this trailer. It's only 13, excuse me, 13% full, 13,000 full, and it's 35%, so 3 times that. Maybe 35,000 litres in each hopper. Oh, sorry about that. I was doing a whole lot of weed whacking, weed eating yesterday, whatever you want to call it, line trimming. And I think I've still got some of the dust in my throat. Just need to pour a nice beer and a small cheese platter later. Haha, nice. Alright, here we are, 25,000. How many litres is in these few plants? 1 litre? 2 litres? That we didn't pick up? 1 litre. Joys of it all. Right, let's go, and we'll just carry on working across the field, I think. I was thinking of opening it up in the middle like I normally would, but we're not running a grain cart or anything like that, so we're not worried too much about having it clear our unload auger. Floyd's just got up and says hi. Good morning, Floyd. How are you, buddy? You have to wear a mask when you do yard work. You'll be sick for a week after. No, I probably should have. I'm normally okay. My wife gets hay fever. I'm all good. You weren't allowed to call your daughter Pink. Got a guy I work with who's a huge Pink Floyd fan. He's got tattoos all up his arm. He's got the prism, the factory or whatever it is, the building. I think he's even got portraits of the band on his arm. Impressive tattoos, impressive artwork. My cousin did something similar, called his daughter Tess, and wanted to call his second child FG. Together would be T-Sif. Your wife's got 2 Floyd tats as well. Oh, there you go. Popular. Pink Floyd is life. Wouldn't be my first choice. I don't know what would be, but I wouldn't pick Pink Floyd if it tattoos. Latest version of Mod Assistant now 1.8 downloaded and started scanning. This may take some time. Yeah, it does take some time to do the scanning, but well worth it, John. So the only thing you do have to do is you have to set up different mod folders for your, well, you don't have to, but to really get the power of it, have different mod folders for different save games, or different maps, at least. That's where it's really powerful. Hey, Crofter, how are you, man? What combine is this? This is Sid Modding's brand new released Lexion. This is the 620, the 2015 version. So far, so good. Dave Goodman was a big influence on you. I think he's a big influence on a lot of guitar players, isn't he? Steve. Hey, Cranky, how are you, mate? Hope he'll do a tour again. Love seeing him last time. Scorp's in for the medal. Why does that not surprise me, Scorp? I would have picked you as a meddler. Favourite metal band then? Go. Trying to think of what mine would be now. Oh, you've got the concerts all lined up already, Aaron. Nice. I was really hyped to go. Foo Fighters would be my number one choice of any band to go and see live, and I had tickets. They were coming to New Zealand at the end of last year. I had tickets and everything like that. So now that they've announced they're going to start, well, carry on as a group, obviously with the replacement drummer, whoever that might be, I'm hoping they will get back to touring at some stage and I'll get the chance to go and see them. Won't be the same, but Dave Grohl, I've read Dave Grohl's book. It's an interesting story in his life. It's just crazy to see what these guys did when they were younger and like how they lived from show to show and moving around and all that sort of stuff, doing tours as a young guy. Quite interesting. Led Zeppelin is the only band that matters. MRG coming in with the facts. Hey buddy, how are you? Nice to see you. Mike, with those trailers, the lift axles drop after each trailer reaches 50% capacity. Ah, good to know. All automatic. Metallica's number one. Why have I got that silly little insert ads thing? Go away. I could turn that off. Metallica and AC/DC for you. A while ago you saw Courseplay in London, and the next day you saw U2 in Cardiff. That would be an epic couple of days. Ed. Went to see Slash a few years back. It was cool until Slash decided that a 20-minute guitar solo would be fun. So we had friends who went to Guns N' Roses last year, and it said Slash was the best part about it. Metallica, Tool, Iron Maiden. I've seen Foos 5 times. Yeah, see, throw Tool in there. Rage Against the Machine. That's not really metal, is it? You'd be a rock listener then, Steve. That is the man, the myth, the legend. He is indeed in here, MRG. You'd best be on your best behaviour. Don't say anything mean about him, alright? You're an official FS Mapmaker member as of today. Nice, FSG. Do you want to send your login over to me? Tim, how are you, buddy? Great to see you. Releasing your first map in 2034. I think FSG's saying he's signed up to MRG's mapmaking website. Yos. Feel free to drop a link in there, MRG, if you like. Terrafarm supported. Will it be on Switch though, Yos? That's the big question. No transactions from a Jason Statham. Oh, that'd be funny. What area of Scotland will it be based off? Had to go under a pseudonym. So what pseudonym would you use? GSF? SGF? You sing in the shower, sing louder than others in the choir, then go to MRG's lyrical den and show off your singing prowess. The MRG lyrical den. We always talked about you having a karaoke bar in one of your maps, didn't we, MRG? Remember that? Hollywood Press all up in your business. They're all over it. All over it. Won't let them do anything. fsmapmakers.com, there you go. Anyone is interested in going and checking out MRG's new map making website? It's meant to say new website, but new website, go and check that out. Have a look-see. The Rock, mainly Brian FM at work. Your iPod is the main music source. Solid, mate, solid. Right. Gosh, we've ploughed through this. Well, actually we haven't. It's taken us almost an hour. And we will need to have brought the trailer over. Not quite going to get it all in one load. We're pretty close though. We've just about run up and back down there with 15%. Let's have a look. Jumping on the Oaks right now, Cape Cod driver, nice. Yeah, it is. It has been released. It is out there in the wild for you to enjoy. Go and check it out. Season Jatham. Vernon Center, Minnesota, already picked out your location. Solid, mate, solid. I'd like to sign up now for exclusive preview rights. An actual Minnesota map. Let's not drive all the way down there to turn around and go back. Go down this end. Because there's two passes in there. Lead me and FSG to a little mountain in about a week or so. If you want, it's almost finished. If I want. Is the Pope Catholic, MRG? Is he? I'm assuming that was a rhetorical question, because you know the answer. Always down for an MRG map preview. FSG's being serious. Because he's not busy enough already, MRG. Why not build a map? Farmer Simulator guy, is this map for PlayStation? This one is not, sorry. This is a 4x map. Next best map for PlayStation, wait for Edgewater, Saskatchewan. MRG, FSG, they both end in G. FSG did a great map tour of it early in the week. Go and check it out if you haven't. MRG says start with the standard maps. I've taken his advice, gone with a 256X. Exactly, why not? Go big or go home. How long has this been out? What, that FSG's making a map? Oh, about 5 minutes, Yoss. If that's not a joke, it just puts more pressure on the rest of us to start mapping. I'm surprised how many people want to go that route right away. Go big or go home, MRG. Can't wait for proper whiskey making in Farm Sim, that'd be nice. Well, it looks like FSG's ordering a little mountain preview. I think FSG, we can tell them what we're doing in a couple of weeks with our little stream, midweek stream. Give them a little bit of a taster of what's to come, or should we keep it as a little bit of a surprise? And Tim and Scorp are going to hook up for beers and barbecue. Jealous. It'll be a slow burn passion project, determined to do it properly. As you should too, mate. I wouldn't expect anything less. Since when is this course thing out? Oh, MRG's map course. When was it? It was last week. It was this time last week he launched the website. Because it was during my live stream. And I was telling him to hurry up and do it, and he's like, it's just gone live, Argsy. As Mrs. FSG in chat, I think she needs some cream for that burn old cranky just put on FSG. Gosh. Get FSG some cream, stat. Cranky. Well, if you're waiting, cranky, head to the Argsy Gaming YouTube page, head to the store, and you too can buy an Argsy Gaming hat. 3 different styles, 2 styles, 2 colours in the trucker cap, or there's the snapback cap. Go and get yours now. You're going to get yours to sort your website. Fair enough too. Seems to do a good job of those. Knows what he's doing. Right. Well, good thing we emptied that hopper out, because it wasn't all going to fit in one pass anyhow. 35% off that. Alright, let's park that. Then see how full we can get that front trailer. You having haggis. That is impressive. I thought that was just a special treat. What are you doing? Oh, you can't see yourself. There you are.
Oh yeah!
Alright, off you go. Go away. Go away. Kids, who'd have them? Right, FSG, we'll catch you later, mate. Have a enjoyable dinner, and we'll catch you on stream later on. If you don't make it back. How for real terrain, one of the first lessons, Nick. Step by step from beginning to end, starting with real terrain. But wait to see where you came in the photocom before ordering. Indeed, Mark. Sure you figured out by now that we're all promise and under deliver. Not at all. Right, let's park that up there because we're done with that. We're going to go and do the other field with our other combine. Is haggis actually good? Apparently it is. Apparently it is. Yeah, I know. He's off. He's ready for swimming lessons. Yos, I'm sorry. Actually, I'll stand corrected. Donate. Donate to Argsy Gaming so he can buy his kids some clothes. Have to head out. Bunch of stuff to do on Saturday afternoon. Fair enough, Tim. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Nice to see you. Have a enjoyable rest of your weekend. And we'll catch up soon. Alex, that's Sid's class, correct. Very correct. It is indeed. It's the 2015 720 version. 720? 620. 620, I think. Smaller of the ones. Can't even read it now. Grey. 620 it is. Yes, it is Sid Modding's version. That's not bad. 40,000 litres off that field. Happy with that. MRG, mate, you did not have to do that. Thank you very much for the super chat. Get myself a nice scarf. Is that like a silk neck scarf? Are you thinking that, or is this a serious scarf for winter? Actually, I'm surprised scarves aren't something that are... I haven't seen any merch stores do scarves as an option. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks, mate. Very generous of you. I do appreciate that. I was only joking when I said donate to buy my son clothes. $20, there we go, silk scarf, $20. Oh, you're questioning whether I could actually buy a $20 silk scarf. Probably not. I'll probably get this. Need another couple of hundred for the half part. Yeah, usually only beanies, isn't it, Scorp? Very correct. I'll look pretty no matter what, thank you. Hard to have the logo always visible on a scarf with all the different, yeah, left with branded colours. That's true. I was just thinking of, I was imagining you all standing in front of your screens watching my streams holding your scarves above your head and doing a chant or something like that. Drive in a straight line, Argsy. Alright, trucking along now. Hey Kieran, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Welcome along. Hit that like to get Argsy clothes. I've only got a t-shirt on at the moment. Right. Now, I think we might just... I didn't actually fill it. Oh, yes I did. I'm 2.5 hoppers full, aren't I? I did put some in the pack. It's showing the third hopper that's empty. I might go and dump this straight into the silo. And get some product into that so we can bring the truck back over and park it up for this field over here. Hey Chinook, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate the gift of memberships. You are a star. There you go. Scorp. Scorp's got a gifted Cold Canadian Scooter, Shubs and Scott. There you go, boys. Congratulations on that. Thank you to Chinook as always. Alright, get that unloading. These ones are really fast if I remember correctly. Oh, so the... Oh, I didn't see the, Watch these, because is there a tag axle on this one? I should see it lift up when it's under 50%, should I? Oh yeah, there we go. Huh. Look at that. No idea. Learned something new, that's pretty cool actually. This one's not down because the trailer doesn't have 50% in the hopper. That's very cool actually. Alright, there we are. First beans in the bins. Bins of beans. Probably wouldn't take a big truck and trailer over the road just, oh, I'm going to hit the farm sign. I always forget that's there. Only got bucket hats on. It's, yeah, so for some reason I can't get the hats to show up, but if you go to my YouTube channel and store, you can click on them through there. Exclamation mark hats might bring it up too. Can't remember. But it's, yeah, it's frustrating. I can't figure. I need to get in touch with the shop provider and see if they can fix that. Get your truck off my lawn. No, it's my lawn. I own this. Alright, park that there. Unfold that and that. Happy days. Alright, let's go find a combine. Running the fence while I'm reading chat. I don't know if it still works or not. It might be hat on its own yarn. But yeah, the only way I need to message the people, the providers, and see if they can fix it. Because the only way I can find it is doing that. Alright, now, combine's there. Get that out. And pressed L clean my shedders, apart from the very dirty forage harvester in the back. Heady toppy things. I love the little rain tin over the gooseneck trailer. I can't delete it, Dazed. It's a pre-built. It was part of the farm. Oh, just about that sign again. Part of the farm, and if I demolish that, it demolishes the farmhouse and all the other pre-built barns. So here's a tip for map makers: if you're going to have pre-built stuff like that, try and make everything demolishable individually. Alright, that's that. Now we need a header. Expected yield 5.3, 83%. Not too bad. I3D it, that was the other option. I think actually, yeah, no, I would have to I3D it to separate it, wouldn't I? What have we got to pull a header out of here? Producer John Deere, we might get the Kubota out. What's that? Also looking filthy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to open the door up the right hand side of the barn, the shed over here, and the header, there it is, tucked in there nicely. Let's see, here it is. So what have we got in here? We've got the baler, the hopper for the back of the spreader, and the two planters, or planter and seeder. Find them cranky. Gonna get an Argsy hat before an FSG hat. That's awesome, mate. Appreciate that if you do. I have the benefit of having a very simple two-color logo, really, with very little intricate detailing. That's what's tripping FSG up on his hats, I think. Be under the placeable folder of the map. Yeah, so because it's part of the placeable though, I'd actually have to do it through the save game to delete it now, wouldn't I? Because I can go into the save game and edit the placeables XML and just delete that, can't I? I thought that would work. I had that problem when I was messing around with Hannah Indiana save game to put the silos in. Alright, juggle, 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 juggle. Not very square on, but worked all the same. Depends how it's set up if the shed's part of the actual house model. Even if it's just part of the transform group, wouldn't it? Anyhow, I'm okay with it. I'll work around it. I just think this combine feels fast. Not sure what it is. There we go, up and going. Now I might put this onto Courseplay for a little bit, so we can go and grab a grain cart and get all that sorted out. Where are we? So we'll jump into here, create a job, Courseplay Fieldworks, detected the field. One tool, go around 3 times. Start working the headlands, field centre, and we'll just leave it on up and downs. We might take back over before we do that. Hopefully it goes that way. It does. Perfect. Alright. Exit out of there. First waypoint. Press go. I don't think no, I don't have the latest version. Oh, I do. I think FSG was talking about it in his video the other day, but this is, I like this, see the last 5 and the next 20 thing. That's pretty cool. That'll be really helpful when you're trying to get it on the right course for changing, like when it's right on the changeover, if you're trying to reapply it to a course or something like that. Very good. Right, leave that going. Face full of soy dust as we move around. Might get an Argsy scarf for an Argsy hat, before an FSG hat. You guys not got FSG hat? Shameless boast. My daughter embroidered a tractor onto a golf cap for your Christmas present. That's very cool, Mark. Very cool. That would be an oversized artwork score, but it'd be too expensive for anyone to ship. Hey Legion, how are you, man? Great to see you, welcome along. Alright, well, we're cracking through this. Time flies when you're having fun though, eh? Right. So this is one of the fields we're going to expand. We'll bring this right through the back here. Make up a whole lot more space, which should work really well. But that's going to carry on just doing its thing, isn't it? I wonder if it'll make it the whole way around the field. What do we reckon? I don't think it will, because let's have a look. I think this has a smaller hopper than the other one. What have we got on this? 12, 4, 5, actually. Pretty much exactly the same. Good comparison then, won't it be? 305 horsepower to 280 horsepower. There we go, that could be our upgrade. 94, 180, might be an option. One thing I never look at is what's on special. Gosh, look at that price off that Elmer's, that's massive. Big saving, that's a ridiculous saving, 76%, $30,000 for a grain cart. That wouldn't be bad actually to upgrade our grain cart with. Just back from shopping. I hate shopping. Shopping for anything in particular, or is this just your household necessities? It'd be cool if it shouted in the chat what's on sale for that day. It would be. A little notification thing, or something when you first start the game up, that you get a little splash screen with it or something. So we've got all this area in here. I might even, if we're going to keep these fields as cash crop type fields, we could even look at merging some of these, because this is quite a big area through here. Lots of space to expand to. Actually, interesting fact, this was where I was actually going to build our farmyard, on this side of the road, in here. When I first looked at the map, this little bit in here, I was going to use that house and build the farmyard either around that one or the other one over the other side, but I'm actually much happier with where we have gone. It's not me shopping, it's the you shop like the Flash in and out and done. As long as that's all you do, like the Flash, Legion. Right, 66666. Ketchup. Don't put your auger away. You're not even close to full. Oh, this will be a lower yielding field though, won't it? Just thinking about it. We'll have a look when we get to the road. But being on that clay soil, probably going to be quite low yielding. Right, we'll leave that there. And let's have a look. Precision farming. Yeah, there we go. Yellow all round. And that's silty clay. That's alright. Probably also, I wish it said what those were. Can we zoom in? We can't, can we? Shop like a SWAT team rescuing a kidnapping victim. Alright, that's my calzone here. Thanks for the fun. Have a great stream, everyone. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for tuning in, Days. Nice to see you as well. And yeah, drop us a message when you've got something for us to take a peek at. But nice to see you, man. Nice to have you here. Not sure what you're talking about, Legion. You're just making a broad assumption there. That auger throw on that combine's like anti-gravity. Have you got VR to shop in as well, Chinook, or not? We actually, one thing we decided we were talking about, was VR supermarket shopping, where you could interact with the shelves, and it's like doing your virtual supermarket order. Like if you order online, it's actually being able to go in and click on the product you want, because I always find that those online ordering forms are really hard to find when you've got thousands of products like a supermarket does. Imagine trying to find those on a list to find exactly the right one. But if you're familiar with your local supermarket and you know where things are, you could actually virtually walk down the aisles and click on what you want, put them into your virtual trolley, and then that creates your online order. So that'd be pretty cool. My wife's in the background saying I gave away our IP. It's not like we're ever going to do it. So if any of you in here are smart enough, feel free. I just want some credit. Yeah, see, we are going to be pretty much unemployed running this grain cart, so I think we might take back over from the combine. Drive it ourselves. Oh, 8:20, so we've got 40 minutes. I wonder if we're going to actually... I don't think actually, you know what we can look at? We can go and check out Courseplay and see how long it's going to take to do this field in this combine. You're right about that chute on there though, aren't you, Kieran? It just fires it straight out. I think it's a jet assisted unload. Comes out under high pressure. It doesn't use an auger. It's the latest and greatest in grain delivery. Shopping Simulator 2023. Simulator YouTuber, hello, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Like that idea too, would be good for the stores as they make more money off the spontaneous shopping grabs. There you go. You wouldn't even need to do it in VR, you just need to make it build like a first person shooter type interface. What do you call the map? This map is called Chilliwack. It's set in British Columbia. It was made by Chumpy Farmer. You'll find a link to his itch.io page in the description. It is a PC only map, being 4x, and hasn't been released on ModHub. What about that? What about the throw on that one then? That's just as interesting. Looks good. It is a nice looking map for another first time map maker who's gone for the 4 times. It is very nice and very well received. I mean, very popular. This map is named after a yacht rock band from Canada. You would like to have a look at the map in game? I can show you that. Where is it? There it is. Zoom right out. There you go. 4x map. Hundreds of fields. 197 to 219 fields across it. The one we're in at the moment is about 18 acres. So varying sizes. The big ones. 95 acres is the biggest one. But lots of options. Like you can look, we own the 3 fields here in a row, and we'll probably look at merging them. So lots of options for development. I did a map tour on it, Simulator YouTuber, so go and have a look at that if you want to have a look around the map in general. But lots of this free space is left empty, like where we are. is empty because in real life there's actually some big sheds and things like that there, and he's actually kept the fields to the actual fields that exist in real life. Pretty cool. But doesn't have all the decor and sheds that are around. Just used a lot of base game assets to build it. It's very nice. What are you looking for? Field info. Keep you going for a while. It would? Yeah, it certainly would. Right, let's go. What I might do, and jump into this combine. And find it. Tabbed the wrong way by the looks of things. 35 minutes to go, so we're going to pretty much knock this out in the stream. Which is good. Oh, it gives you all the sizes. Yes, yeah, it does. Yep, I've got the advanced field info mod on Mark. So, oh, you mean the field info up here? Sorry, I see. I've got the one down here as well, so it gives you it in acres. That's the advanced info mod. Can't remember what that one is. But yes, up there. Hello TC Agri, hello, welcome. Pleasure to have you here. So we'll get what we might do, we'll get this emptied and then we might go and rescue some of that equipment from the other field and bring that back while the combine keeps moving. I mean, as much as that big class is nice, we're not actually doing too much different here with this combine, are we? The only difference is the class would run an 11 metre header. Possibly a little bit easier than this was, I think. Is this a 9 metre wide header? I think. It's getting you done. The field calculator gives us all the sizes. That one there as well. Of course. Oops. Drifted away. And jet assisted grain delivery. Empty? Oh, it's not quite empty. This combine takes a lot longer to unload than that other one. Thought we might have had it empty by now, but not yet. Getting pretty close. Alright, so we'll leave that there and let that carry on, because... what have we got? We're just finishing our last headland pass, and then we'll start on the up and down rows. Be able to go and bring the other truck, combine and everything. Pick up, truck and all that back over. Do I like precision farming? I do like precision farming. I think it adds a nice level of realism to the map. Or to the game. We'll just park that out of the field so it doesn't get in the way. And let's go and find... I don't know if we tab backwards, we're going to find that one. Alright, let's try and get this header put back on the trailer. It should be quite easy because we've got everything in the right spot. Have I folded the header up yet? I haven't. Oh no, I had. This one doesn't have the reed stiffening bar across the front, which was always a dead giveaway for whether it was folded or not. We get to about there, there we go. Getting the back part of the cart lifted up. Go forward just a little bit more. Jump on the pickup, and there we go, is our trigger. Might back up just a little bit because it's going to drag it forward. There we go. Done. Excuse me. Sweat this back over to the yard. Obviously, it's a demo, so we won't be keeping it. But we'll take it back over there anyhow. Precision farming is great. I agree. I agree. One thing they could expand on with precision farming, I think, is having different fertilizer types being needed for different crops, rather than just saying whether you need nitrogen or not, but actually start looking at some of your other base fertilizer requirements and base mineral requirements. And then after that would be to add in other diseases or different sorts of pests, rather than just having weeds needing to put on fungicides or pesticides or some of those kind of things, and having different options for those. Maybe you could go organic. Be an organic farmer with a reduced yield, but you can only sell it at certain sell points where you get a better return for it, or something like that. We must be getting close, actually, to finding out a little bit more about the year 2 season pass, about what our first, oops. I don't know why these vehicles go slow. They go around the corner and then they brake and they'll stop. Must be something with the traffic spline causes them to do that, because it's frustrating. Now he's gone. Yeah, it must be getting closer to finding out. I can't remember what they said. Was it Q1 for the first of the expansions for year 2? Alright, they can park right there. Learning vehicle, he's learn a driver. I've got around the corner, what do I do now? Just getting brake checked. I don't like agricultural equipment. Why do you have to drive your big pickup on the road? Alright. Straps over this somewhere. Where are they? One. There's another. There's another. Right, that shouldn't go anywhere. Ramps up and we're off. Look at that turning circle on that, that's very cool. Do what we didn't do last time, get the flashes going. Just in case we get brake checked again. Alright. Hang right. Don't need to turn too tight. And we're off again. Do you know, I looked at that mark when I was setting everything up. I was like, oh, does the low loader have a hitch on it? Because that would be awesome to tow the pickup, tow the header behind it. Alas, there was not. But yeah, that would have been it would have made it the ultimate combine hauling trailer. It's actually nice and wide. It doesn't need any extensions or anything. that's on here perfectly. Now, is the other combine going to need an unload, or is it going to be parked in the field with the auger on the wrong side? Yeah, big red on our way. Pull over enough that they can get past. There we go. Easy. I always get nervous doing that you're going to clip a tree branch from an overhanging tree or something like that and go flying. Perfect. Just like a professional. Here's the thing, have you fed any animals yet with Maize Plus? I have not yet, Mark. I haven't. Oh, so we need to turn those off. There we go. No. I've kind of been ignoring the animals until I had all the food built up. I kind of almost, not wish, but I probably shouldn't have had any animals to start off with, and then we could have just worked up to building up the building up our feed reserves and then buy the animals. But the beauty of it is at least they're aging, they're getting older while they're there, which should get them closer to being producing milk, which is obviously the aim of the game. So we'll see how we go. We will have to just wait and see what happens with that. Now, let's see, we'll wait for this combine to come back and see if it gets turned around or not. I've been avoiding that part of it. Not quite, not quite. I don't have everything I need to feed them yet. I need some hay, I think, to make a mix. Although, if I remember correctly, isn't base food just silage? You can actually feed them just straight silage now. But I do need to get in and feed some of them. In fact, these ones are actually must be old enough. They won't reproduce because they have no health. So, yep, that's on the list. Hey Thomas, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Wife says you have to do something now. All good, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Nice to see you. And enjoy the rest of your day off doing whatever you're doing. There we go, combine made it all the way back. Perfect. Scorp shopping. 200 cows, better buy a big feed wagon. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the two mixes, TMR mixes I've got are going to cut it. You have to come up with some better solutions. I know everyone has been saying, I've had a lot of comments saying you'll want to adjust the feed rates with Maize Plus and that sort of thing, but we will see. We probably will. But I have managed to, before, I think was it on... That's when we had pre-mixed TMR. West Texas I managed to get auto drive to feed animals. So we could be something we try again, we'll see. Whole crop maize silage, grass silage for base foods. Here we go, thank you Daryl. Cheers Farmer Red, mate. Enjoy your dinner. Might catch you in SG's stream. Managed to weed the mod folder down to 1146, John. No game breaking conflicts. Awesome. So what I do with my mods, I've actually got, like I said earlier, different what we're for, different folders for each save game. In fact, I'll show you when we get down the other end. I'll bring up my mod assistant and you can see. TMR virus silo that does mixing for you. See that's an option, and then I could automate that with auto drive, which runs trailers between all the different supply areas, picking things up. But that is something I'll consider doing, Thomas. All right. There we are. While that's unloading, I'm just going to flip screens here. Go to monitor, which will move my camera, and then mod assistant. So you go. So I've got a folder for Chilliwack, but you know, I've got all different ones: map testing, Southern Cross, mod review, all of these in here. But yeah, I haven't looked. Like, look at that map tools. I've downloaded heaps of maps. I've got 43 gig of maps, but you can see everything floating around in amongst there. So it makes it easier. So if I just want to change, let's say I was going to record with, or for FSG later on, Hunter, Indiana, we'll have to do that. When I was doing my map preview of the Oaks, I had the folder there for that. Shellbrook's actually the Argsy Gaming West Aussie multiplayer server, because it transitioned, or we used a lot of the same mods, or Chinook did. So that's how I have it all set up in there. But it looks like I'm due an update if 1.8 is the current one. So look, it should automatically update normally. Anyhow, so that is what we've got going on there for how I use it anyhow. And it works pretty well. Fun how it says launch FS 2022. Was that from a TMR doing the auto drive in West Texas? Yeah, it was. It was from a pre-mixed TMR, not from somewhere where we had to mix it ourselves. Yep. Yeah, that was the difference for how that worked, Mark. I wasn't able to set up Mod Assistant yet. Did it allow me to run a certain save game with the accompanying mods? Okay. Sure is the driver in this case. Oh, if you're having any issues and can't figure it out, hit me up. See if I can help. Hey Ted, how are you, mate? Harvest is going well, actually. This field's not yielding quite as well as the other one because of the soil type. But yeah, the first one actually went really well. I was quite impressed. We tested out the Sid Modding's new class, or old new class, Alexians. They were nice to use. Nice looking model. Now we're back in here in our piece of kit. Hey, no worries, John. No worries at all. Swapped combines, we did. Got back in the good old New Holland. Can't put too many hours on the demo model FSG. Swapped for a Toyota Prius. I was going to ask how the Haggis was. Still with us, so Mrs. FSG didn't slip anything unexpected in there. When they sit back and let you take the first bite, that's when you get nervous. How is it? Make sure you chew it properly. You swallowed yet? Notice anything? Don't worry about the tingling, it's normal. Every good haggis does it. Peppercorn sauce neeps and taties. I don't know what neeps are either. I don't think he's speaking Scottish. Alright, where's the combine? Let's ride along for a little bit. Oh, I've tabbed the wrong way again. Here we are. We'll ride along with Courseplay. I'll turn it. Alright. Hamish there just pours the whiskey on it. Should throw a match on it afterwards as well. G'day Peter, how are you? Welcome along, nice to have you here. Oh, you're calling me a heathen, Peter. Hamish, I didn't see that. Funny. Peppercorn sauce was for the taties, wasn't it? had to watch himself. He's streaming soon, so he didn't want to get too carried away. We've got 13 minutes left. I'm going to time this just right. So your go-to staple dinner works out like £6 and feeds 4. It's impressive. You won't knock haggis, haven't tried it. Exactly, Thomas, I haven't either. And I think the only way you can really try haggis is in Scotland, isn't it? You can't have it anywhere else. You got to go for the authentic experience. It's a good winter warmer. Yeah, because it's a bomb used to bucket to catch that fossil thing. Who would have thought FSG had trouble trying to catch turnips? An inanimate root crop, and you can't even catch them. He went to Scotland in the spring, didn't try haggis, so we were teasing, saying that he chickened out. Chickened out by sticking to the chicken, Ted. I remember going to a French restaurant when I was younger, and they had escargot on the menu, so we had to try that. Calls himself a farmer. Haggis, bacon, and black pudding on a roll. See, black pudding is one I can't get my head around. Which is funny, I love meat. Good steak is just cooked on the outside and still mooing in the middle. But black pudding, just, I can't get my head around it. My wife loves it. She'll eat it all day. In fact, she'll buy herself some black pudding just for herself, knowing that none of us will eat it. Throw a fried egg on it too. Perhaps I need to venture out again, give it another try. There's no meat in black pudding. No, I know, but it's still a animal-based product, isn't it? I was more talking about the fact that there's a lot of juice in a medium rare or blue steak. Or a Teddy Scott. I went to Oz just to try kangaroo. Did you really, Thomas? Tried them both, didn't like them at all. You love black pudding. Berry black pudding is the best. I'm assuming berry is a brand. You're not suggesting you should bury it rather than eating it. Cranky. There's a reason Scotland has the highest heart disease in Europe. The deep fried Mars bars. That'll do it, Mark. That'll do it. Maidenberry. If I get that cranky, I was just winding up. Berry's a place in England. Does eating kangaroo... Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chinook. He's been here all stream, and he'll probably be here all the next one. To catch him in your local area, tune in to chinook.com. Great bit of a celebrity chef over here called Nick Narn, Scottish, throwing up when he tried to make black pudding. I think the gallon of blood he had to pour in. So, we've got a pizza joint over here. It's called Hell Pizza, and they do gourmet pizzas, and they do really good ones. But they did a vegan pizza with fake meat on it. you could buy they sold a blood sauce with it, which was actually made with real animal blood, and it came in like an IV bag. So if you wanted to try the pizza, but you didn't want, if you weren't vegan and you really wanted it to think it was meat, they sold this meat sauce, this blood sauce with it. But it was just the fact it came in the IV bag and everything like that. It's gold. Love how pizza should not care. There's a it used to be a treat in Wellington because they started out in Wellington. So when I was studying down there, it was always a go-to. Veal ravioli. Thomas loves the last pizza. Yeah, so their first 7 pizzas they made, their original ones, are all named after the 7 deadly sins. A friend of yours didn't know what veal was, so I was a little upset when he told him after he finished. Whoops. When I was young, we were staying with my grandparents, and Nana had made a pie for dinner, and as young kids we were like, "Oh, what's in the pie, Nana? What's in the pie?" She said, "Oh, it's chicken." And she said it was chicken, and scoffed down this piece of chicken pie, and "Can we have some more? Can we have some more?" Yeah, sure you can. Had some more, and then at the end of this, she told us it was rabbit. So I think she figured if she'd told us it was rabbit up front, a couple of young kids aren't going to want to eat bunny rabbit. It was good, and I've had it plenty of times since. Your wife's French, sometimes watching the family is like watching an alien film. Is that the frog legs, Mark? Or the snails? And my wife went to China for a work trip a few years back. Gosh, when it must have been. A long time ago now. 2016, 2017. But being a work trip, she didn't see all the tourist sites, but she got the sort of business experience of, you know, a lot of their meetings were held over meals. And she had all sorts of things put in front of her. They are German. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Porto Alegre, you would get an all-you-can-eat pizza place. They walk around with the pizzas with all kinds of flavours. Nice. Reminds me of... This sounds like a heathen when you used to be able to get all-you-could-eat pizza at Pizza Hut. Used to be perfect spot to take a rugby team. Used to go there at end-of-season rugby as teenagers. Started savoury and finished with dessert. Snails, frogs, legs, anything that moves. Europeans all saying the same time. Nice, Steve. Nice. Right, last couple of passes. Chewed through it. So I think you might know what our next couple of videos are going to be. If we don't get back here live streaming next week. But we've got soybeans almost as far as you can see that way, and all around the farmyard too. So there we go, we've harvested 195 and we've just finished in here. These are the two smallest fields. Got those two there and those two there to go. As well as, actually that's interesting, I wonder, do any of these fields need ploughing? No, they don't. Okay, that's good. This one does. Need to get down and plough 203. So that's the other thing we'll get into doing, is a bit of field work. Get through some of that in the next few episodes. I think all of these fields are going to need some lime as well, won't they? Have a look. Yeah, they will need a bit of a pH boost. And I suppose our alfalfa up there must be growing, which would be good. We're full. Jump out and go across. Thought we might have made it down and back, but not quite. Only a part actually speaks English here. Really? What are you doing? Hey? Doesn't everyone speak English? Used to crush the all-you-can-eat pizza out. They hated me. 21 slices was your record when he was younger and all you can eat pizza. I couldn't tell you what my record would have been. Wouldn't have been that many though, Thomas, I don't think. Tripe. So, you know, I don't mind a good lamb's fry and bacon. That's one I used to always enjoy that my nanny used to make. John went to London in 1986, could not move for London Marathon runners. I think they lost a fortune that night. I might try and Sal's Pizza where I am. They're not open here yet, Thomas. They're just building their building it up now, but I have had Sal's Pizza up in Auckland. That's good too. It's funny things like that, eh, Ted? As a kid, Pizza Hut was the fancy pizza place. Expectations change, isn't it? Used to be dining out anywhere used to be a treat for us. Now it's almost an expectation. Plus we had a battle with the kids last night. We're trying to get them to read more books. And our youngest is pretty good, but our oldest isn't. But you know, you think I pulled out a whole lot of books I used to read when I was a kid and gave them to them. Just not interested. Trying to explain to them, well, we didn't have devices and tablets and phones, and we only had 2 TV channels to go on when we were kids. No computers to play on. Just, they don't comprehend it. Ethan, how are you, mate? Thank you for playing in Canada. No worries, buddy. No worries. It's a nice map. I'm enjoying it. Someone actually commented I needed to put the silo in that had the Canadian flag, not the American flag on it. Unfortunately, those Maize Plus ones didn't have an option for a Canadian flag, so we'll just have to ignore that little detail. Like that Scottish restaurant, McDonald's. Nice. Am I near Napier? As you've got good friends who live there. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from me, Peter. We're on the other side of the island, of North Island. So Napier's on the east coast. We're in Manawatu, which is on the west coast. Fun fact, the Manawatu River is one of the only 2 rivers which starts in the east coast of a country and discharges into the ocean on the west coast. Got a big gorge that basically dissects or bisects the main mountain range. And when I say these aren't mountains by by a lot of people's standards, but what we get here. Your grandmother used to take us kids to Swiss Chalet for Christmas. She'd take us out shopping so we could pick our own gifts and then to Swiss Chalet for dinner. She thought it was really fancy. The original Game Boy, if you lifted that incorrectly, you'd sprain your wrist. Giant hills, that's probably a better description for it. Ranges. Alright, there we go. I've got a little bit out there in the corners, but nothing worth racing around and rescuing. We'll just add back to the organic matter going back into the fields later on. It's not quite as much. Actually, we're going to go pretty close to that other field, aren't we? With yield. I'm intrigued now. We'll drive this back over to the yard. We'll leave everything hooked up and parked out because we're going to need this pretty soon. In fact, you know what we might do? Because we're going to be in these fields over here, possibly next. In fact, maybe we should. We might just leave it parked up out here in the field with the combine, because there's no point taking the header off, moving across the road, and then coming back over this side when we know that they're both going to be ready at the same time. So we'll do the professional farming thing. Line up with all our equipment facing the road. We're ready for the next one. And see how much we ended up with. Well, 43, so we actually... I'll just have a look at our silos. No, not there. We got more off that than the other one. This must have been a slightly larger field, because I'm certain the yield's not quite as high. Whoever built that fence is in need of some lessons. Alright, let's see if we can navigate across there. No cars that way. Oh, oh. We better wait for him. Dodgy black vans driving along the street slowly. Ever since I've been at Elk Mountain, I'm always nervous of black vans. Oh, we're going to clip the gate. Urgh. That fence sign has been the bane of me. Or that farm sign, sorry. I still love this axle. That's very cool. Mr. Mark Thor, how are you, mate? Great to have you here. We're just about to park things up and wrap it up for the night. Or morning, for me. Look at that. Perfect. And we'll make use of our drive around here. Get on back over here. Using the space in between the shed and the bunkers as a bit of a trailer parking area. Work out quite well. Yeah, park that up. And we'll just have a quick look at the maps. And what have we ended up harvesting today? Has been, if I find the right menu, 84,000 litres of soybeans. If we look at there, what is that worth already? 120 grand just off those fields. So that's at max price. At the moment it's 60,000. Half price at the moment. Gosh, certainly wouldn't want to be selling them up, but just having a quick look. So I'm going to do some real quick rudimentary maths. So 5, let's say 4 and 5. So that's 9 hectares. How much have we got left to go? 7, 15. 15 and what, 9 in there? 24 hectares. What did I say? 9. 5 and 4. So that field is a bit bigger. 9. So let's say we've harvested. We've got 2.5 more times to go. 2.5 times what we could potentially make off that. 122 to 240, 360, 420 grand worth of soybeans maybe. Be interesting to see what we end up with. Good to see what our silage is worth. So that will go a long way to paying off our debt, which is pretty cool. And then we will have our animals, and if we sell this bit of land down here, what was it worth? 190. So with soybeans and that combined, and that will leave us as quite a nice consolidated area. Just this outlier up here, but I think we can handle that. Maybe we look at buying some more land up that way. That one there's not very useful either, because it doesn't actually have much we can do to it. But it is nice and close. Just go and find the mowers up there. So that way's all just cattle pasture. Back that way's house, and then we've got this big section of just track that we might, maybe we get rid of that too. Who knows? We do have to build all those feedlots as well, so that's going to take us a while to get that done. But there we are. I just thought I'd jump out here and take a look at the demo, because it was nice. I enjoyed using that combine. Very cool. Lovely done. Impressed. Very impressed. Anyhow, I think with all of that done, it's 9 AM. Perfect time to wrap things up for the stream. So nice to chat to you all. Nice to chat to you all. Good to be back streaming here. Like I said, we will be harvesting some more, and we'll do some field prep just to mix things up over the next couple of episodes. And we'll be back again midweek. We'll do a stream. I'm certainly 100% committed to being on West Aussie and streaming on the multiplayer server. So if you're interested, go and join the team in there, because they're doing some great work. It seems like it's a lot of fun, and they're really powering through things as well. Hey Hodney, how are you, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Cranky, got an order to hat. Awesome, mate. Thanks for that. Hope you like it. I've been actually quite impressed with the quality of these ones. yeah, they look good. FSG, thanks, buddy. But yeah, definitely we'll be back on West Aussie. So jump into Discord, join the channel there, find all the mods and get downloaded and get involved, because the challenge needs a lot of people to get into there. And check out FSG's stream in an hour. He's going live on the Oaks Farms and Briscoes map that I did my little cinematic preview of. I'll have my map tour video dropping very soon as well. So plenty for you to go and see and do. Go and download it, get into it. But anyhow, that's enough rambling for me. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Look forward to catching up with you all again very soon. Catch you later.